this is the most infectious thing about Italy is like everyone does it. Weston McKennie did it 2 months
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah,
at
it's
Juve.
like honestly, I've been to Italy. I've hung out with Italians. Like it's very, it's catchy. Like it just feels like if when you're pissed off, you should be like, you don't even have to say anything. It's like What is going on, folks? Welcome back once again to Did I Mention? I am Aaron West. I'm here with the boy himself, Tosin McKinney. How you doing, my dude?
I'm great. Almost time to end these World War II jokes. So happy.
No, man. Here's the thing, though, because we still have plenty of football, so you can keep getting these World War II jokes off. Like I know international football is ending, but you can always get those off.
But like it's exhausting.
We are, of course, are reacting to England beating Denmark in extra time. Harry Kane goal was the difference, following up a missed penalty. Toast, what's your initial reactions to this one?
This England team is so likable. I literally like look at it and I really want them not to do well, but I look at it like I like each and every single one of you, even Liverpool players. Like I've even grown to love Henderson. Like when I see Hendo come, I'm like, oh man, it's Jordan Henderson. It's like this is a really likable England team. I mean, the whole back four is Manchester based, so it's like left side is United, right side is City. But England is fun. Like I honestly didn't see them going this far. But when I look at them as a constructive unit, they're a very fun team and a very together team. Like back in the day, Lampard, Gerrard, everybody hated each other. It was beef. And here it's like you have Arsenal guys like Saka and like Luke Shaw, best friends, like Sancho's friends, everybody. So it's like everyone is likable. And like, even the players that don't play, they're still together. Like Dominic Calvert-Lewin doesn't play, but he's still around. So this is arguably the most fun England team I've seen in my life. So yeah, likable. Not say fun, but likable. Yeah.
I have to agree with you on that because, like, in general, I will probably dislike a solid like 2/3 of the England team just on in any given squad. But
Mhm.
I mean, aside from like maybe like Harry Kane and your boy Harry Maguire, I don't even dislike Harry Maguire. I just like I just I hate him kind of. I don't dislike him. I just hate him because he's a good player and he's good and I want to punch his face. That's it. That's it. But I don't actually dislike him. I just have to hate him. My first thoughts is that Gareth Southgate legitimately thinks he is a 1950s Italian manager playing Catenaccio, sitting behind the ball. He subbed Jack Grealish, who wasn't injured, for a defender. Bro, it's upsetting because it's so effective. And we talked about this in the last reaction. Like he legitimately, he's just playing FIFA. He's just playing Ultimate Team. He's playing five in the back. He's dropping behind the ball. He's not taking any risks, none, and he's relying on his wild cards, his gems to get him through. Like, he can probably he has to buy Raheem Sterling a car or something after this tournament if they win. Even if they don't win, he has to buy him something expensive because Raheem is literally like the Drake meme. He's like, everything you see, there was nothing before me. Like we created this. I created this. Like I think he has literally not like, oh, this is maybe most of them. I think he has had a hand in every single deciding goal for England. He's been, and the commitment, obviously we know about his dribbling ability. We know about his off the ball movement. His running off the ball is fantastic. But his fitness this tournament, bro. Like this man was making darting runs in behind the back line in the 118th minute.
Yep.
And then like tracking back. Like what is going on here?
Gareth just needs to buy him a pair of Clark Wallabies and I think everything would be good.
Just like a customized pair of Clarks to invite him over to the house to fry some plantain.
Yeah.
It would be good.
Yeah. Maybe some sorrow as well.
Oh my God. Okay, so obviously we have our two teams for the final. We've got Italy coming up against England. We got an old classic matchup. Give me a random prediction for this match. Give me a random.
1-0 Italy in extra time. We're gonna go to extra time.
Okay.
I just feel what England has that Italy doesn't have is, and I'm gonna sound like I work for the Sun, but I don't care. England has PMP. Like England literally are just a bunch of athletes. Like I was watching today and I was just like, as technical as Denmark is, they cannot deal with the amount of athletes that England has. You got Shaw, you got Kyle Walker, you got Declan, you got Phillips, you got Sterling, you got Saka, you got Kane. There's way too many just like, oh my goodness, just way too many players who are just athletic as I don't know what. So, but what Italy do have is they have a bunch of technicians in the midfield. I don't think Phillips and Declan Rice are going to be able to touch the ball if Barella and Verratti and those guys and Jorginho decide to start cooking in the midfield. So it's going to be a real like tactical battle. And then if Italy decides, you know what, this is getting too much for us, so we can't handle it, they're going to go real Italian. Mancini is an OG Italian, him and Vialli. So, and De Rossi's on the bench too. So all those guys on the Italian bench have seen it at all. They've all like been in the war zone. So yeah. What about you?
They got Chiellini and Bonucci on the pitch, so like they have the vintage of the like dark arts right there, ready to turn that switch if they like. We have this new Renaissance Italian team where they stroke the ball around. They obviously got a little pissed off when people were like, "Oh, you play like Spain now," but like they actually want to play in a positive fashion. I like also how you gave away your whole prediction. I asked for a random one. He was like, you know what? This the game. This how the game's finna go. Yeah. They're to score in the 114th minute. It's going to be... I will give you one of my predictions. I'm not going to give the whole thing away. I will give you one of mine. I think Nicolo Barella is going to score. I am, unfortunately for me as a Juve fan, I really, really like him as a player. He was fantastic for Inter all season. Yeah. He's just like, he gives such good balance to that midfield because he will fight on the defensive side of the ball. He's good and really, really tidy in possession. Plus, he loves to make those vertical runs in between the lines, in behind the back line, just like really unsettling defenses. And I think that because of that ability, because of the way he really likes to get into the area, and they play with three midfielders, so I think that it could get a little bit tough for Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice in there. They're going to need somebody to like step into that midfield and try and break up some of that play. But I think Barella could be the one who is the difference maker. Do you think this is going to be like an enjoyable game to watch?
No. This is going to be real trench wear, real trench wear mafia. Like this is going to be in the trenches, real like, just oh my goodness, why did I watch this type football? We're going to see a lot of
Did I say the game was Sunday? I think it's Saturday, isn't it?
No, Saturday's the Copa. Sunday's the final.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. Yes. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it is going to be ugly. Like, this is going to be one of those games where I make sure to take a nap beforehand because, like, I'm a dad now. And, like, any slow down in play, sometimes I'll just find myself like, 15 minutes went by and I had no idea that the game was still on. But I legitimately – I don't think – And I legitimately, the funny thing about it is I don't think the slowing down of the game, like the uglification of it, is going to come from the Italy side. I think they want it to be fast-paced. I think they want to move the ball. But I think because of the way that Gareth Southgate sets his team up, they're going to be the ones slowing this thing down, taking the air out of the ball, trying to catch Italy on the break. It's like he thinks he's Italian.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he thinks he's wearing the three-piece suits. He thinks he's trying to out Mancini in this tournament, and I don't know if it's gonna work because I don't think he'll use the tools available to him.
He thinks he's Fabio Capello.
He does. Jadon Sancho didn't touch the grass today. He didn't even like get to grab one for like his collection. Like, hey, I stepped on the pitch today in the 119th minute. No. That man didn't. At least, I mean, he didn't break a sweat. I guess, he probably didn't have to shower.
Him and Rashford was sitting on the bench like the Breaking Bad twins, just waiting for
just gun across the lap, just waiting to be called up. And Gareth Southgate's like, you know what? I
want Kieran Trippier and Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring on a 35-year-old midfielder and a defender. Let's do that.
Yeah.
But again,
I'm
sitting here talking trash for something that worked, and that is what upsets me. Is because, again, I have to apologize, I guess, because he got it right. They won. They're in the final. We're not sitting here talking about, oh, Gareth Southgate screwed it up today. He got it all wrong. They lost to a better Danish side. They were cowardly. They deserve to have gone out. No, we're talking about what can they do to win the final. So congratulations, Gareth.
The one good thing about today is we knocked off a bingo. We got our first direct free kick, and we got our first England goal scored on. So, and I got to use a Jordan Henderson meme. So, Jordan Pickford.
I also got to use the Jordan Pickford meme. Anytime we get to fry up Jordan Pickford, even though he did, shout out to him, he broke Gordon Banks' record today. He did do that. Damsgaard with the I'm balding at 17 award. 22 years old, probably 24. It's all gone. All right, so here's my actual prediction for the final. I'm gonna go with 2-1 in extra time and Italy win. I think that England will score first, and I think Italy will hit them back because like it'll be one of those things where Southgate tries to sit back for too long and Italy keep playing and can't break through that. And then I believe they win it in extra time, even though if he uses his subs correctly, in extra time, England should never lose. So if he deploys his subs correctly, like the way that they can, especially with the number of subs you can bring on, they should never lose in extra time because of both the athletes, the technical players, and the combination of those that they have just chilling on the bench. They have way too much quality on the bench for England to ever lose in extra time. So I still think Italy wins, but I think finally Gareth Southgate's cautiousness will bite him in the ass.
I said, 1-0 in extra time, so I don't want to break that down even more. But I just do feel like it's going to be one of those cagey games. I'm just excited. I think the thing that excites me the most is just to see Verratti, Barella, and Jorginho against Henderson and Phillips. Phillips and Rice. So
Basmati.
Basmati. A little Basmati. So we'll see how that's going to go on Sunday. I'm just shocked that England made it to a final. Like, this is what, like, England, that was like the 5th time that England tried to get into a final. Like, really the 5th time, like if we count your Nations League. So it's been a journey for them. I just wish English fans would stop saying it's coming home. Like, that was for the World Cup.
I'm so tired.
It's like
who's going to score for Italy? Who do you have scoring?
Chiesa.
Yeah. Big game Chiesa.
But I do have one more prediction before we finish. We're going to get one of these in like the first 5 minutes.
Oh, easily. I feel like we're going to get at least 4 or 5 of them. I think 2 of them will come from Barella. Yeah. Barella is like he is born in it, raised in it. He is puro Italiano like that. Yeah. My cazzo.
Yeah. I think the one thing before we get off is this is the most infectious thing about Italy is everyone does it. Weston McKennie did it 2 months in
it's like, honestly, I've been to Italy. I've hung out with Italians. It's very, it's catchy. Like, it just feels like when you're pissed off, you should be like, you don't even have to say anything. It's like, All right, y'all, like this video. Comment below this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And we will catch y'all next time. Appreciate you, as always, for joining us.